insects are large in Australia. One time we started our car, and out from the vent came this massive, like literally probably about this big, and like, I want to say I was like super manly, but both my companion and I both like freaked out and like opened the door and like jumped out of the car and then spent like 10 minutes trying to figure out how we're going to try and get this huge spider out of our car. But just in general, spiders and insects are super common. One time we spent like 10 minutes watching this big wasp had taken down a giant spider and was like trying to get it through like this vent or this like rain gutter thing. And so it's just like kind of bigger than we're used to here. I feel like maybe in the South you're more used to like big bugs and stuff, but yeah. And then other than that, kangaroos, you'd see kangaroos around in some of my areas. I feel like it's comparable to deer are maybe here in more rural areas. You'll see deer around. It's not an uncommon thing, but it's not like you see them every day. And so you see kangaroos hopping around. That's pretty fun. So the spider is probably, I don't know, this big, and it wasn't poisonous. But it's still scary. Like you still have that gut reaction that you want to move. There's like the most kind of talked about spider there is called the funnel web, and there's been like stories where it's bitten through people's like shoes and boots and stuff, and it kind of likes to hide out in your shoes. So if you leave your shoes by the door, then like sometimes they'll crawl into your shoes. And it never happened to me or anybody I knew, but that's like what some Australians were warned missionaries about, especially more out in the outback areas. And so that might be something you want to be wary about if you're serving out there. It's just to kind of check your shoes before you put them on, because it's pretty poisonous, and if you don't get medical help, then it can be deadly. But the other thing in Australia is, especially in the outback, are flies. Just tons of flies. I know my brother served in Perth and he was in more outback areas, but you just like look over to your companion, and it's like this in areas in Sydney as well, but you just look over and your companion and their back would be like black with flies. And so it's just a little bit different than it is here in a lot of places. So.